All right, man. So we have our first trade of this draft week or whatever, because there's a lot of rumors flying around right now. Jerami Grant to the Blazers for a 2025 Bucks first rounder, which is top four protected. They're also getting the 36th pick, as well as second rounders in 2025 and 26. The Pistons created a whole bunch of cap space with this. The Blazers took Jerami Grant into a trade exception, so I don't think there's any players going back to the Pistons at all. First and foremost, for Detroit, my immediate reaction to this was, did they wait too long to trade Jerami Grant? I mean, if they would have looked to have moved him a year ago, could they have gotten more? I don't know, man. I mean, he did have an injury around the deadline last year, which probably didn't help. Yeah, he ended up coming back, but that did still happen. For what it's worth, I think the amount of picks they got here isn't bad. It just would have been nice to get like a player or a better pick somewhere. As far as all this cap space, I mean, I know Pistons fans have argued a bit about whether they want Colin Sexton. It seems Cleveland wants to hold on to him if you look at the rumors on that one. Miles Bridges, I mean, the Hornets are trying to make moves around Hayward's contract to be able to give him the money to re-sign him. I know the Pistons have been talked about for DeAndre Ayton as well, but I still really doubt the Suns would just let him walk. Like, even if they don't want to give him the max, you can't lose him for nothing, right? In fact, thinking about proposed sign-in trades between the Suns and the Pistons, a lot of the time it included Jerami Grant, and well, now obviously he's not on the team. As far as the Trailblazers, I mean, I guess this is step one in building the new team around Dame, and, well, Jerami Grant defensively, yeah, that's the type of guy you would want around Dame and Anthony Simons. Josh Hart is still on the roster, we gotta remember that. The thing with the Blazers defense is Chauncey Billups' scheme was, for a lot of the season, that really aggressive pick and roll coverage of bringing two to the ball. And not that you can never do that, but I feel like they just leaned on it way too hard, and teams just knew it was coming eventually. And I would hope that Chauncey's defensive thing is just a little more layered into next season. And, Jerami Grant can help there. But the other thing, of course, is that Jerami Grant's been getting his shots up with the Pistons. And, he's at least number 3 now on the pecking order, which the positive way to look at that is, well, he can have more shots created for him. He can still have occasional isolations if the ball comes his way and there's not too much time left on the clock for a possession, or, he can get it himself off of a rebound in transition. Like, I don't think you're going to see just complete Denver Nuggets play off of everything Jerami Grant anymore. But you also don't want him, I mean, let's just call it what it is. At times, he hijacked the Pistons' offense. Now, some of that was because they didn't have anybody else who could do it, but also it was like, did you really need to take that 17-footer when Cade and Sadiq Bey are also on the court? Not really. So we will see the perfect balance of that for the Blazers. The other thing, too, though, is I don't think Jerami Grant's going to transform the Blazers' defense or anything. Like, if it's just him as the big defensive pickup of the offseason, I don't think we're going to see a massive difference. They do still have the, 7th pick. There was rumors for a little bit this week that they were going to use that 7th pick on Jerami Grant, which I think would have been too much, and for the Pistons, that would have been a home run. So now is it they're going to use that pick, just select somebody, or are they going to try to move that for somebody else? We'll see, man. I mean, in terms of money, I believe Bledsoe's contract is still tradable at $19 million until like 2 weeks from now, where for another team, they could then turn it into the non-guaranteed option that it is, so then it becomes about $4 million on their books. There's a chance I just butchered some CBA rule, though. You still have Josh Hart's deal, although he was really good for them at the tail end of the season. You've got Justice Winslow, Keon Johnson, Nasir Little. Like, there could be something that you could attach to that 7th pick to give you a vet who can help you out right now, similar to Jerami Grant. They've also got Simon's contract coming up, so they've got a lot of decisions to make here, but again, whatever their plan is, which they envisioned from when they traded CJ and did all that, there you go. Here's step one in the whole thing. They've also got Nurkic's contract as well. I mean, if you were going to build the right type of team around Dame and now Simon's here, I mean, it would be 3 awesome defensive frontcourt guys, and, well, Jerami Grant can be, again, I keep saying it, he can be step 1 in that. So, okay, we'll see from here. The clock is ticking on this team, given, Dame's age and all that, but I mean, for what you gave up for Jerami Grant here, it's a lot better than what it was rumored to be a little bit ago. I mean, to look at the Bucks, because this is a 2025 Bucks pick, I mean, Giannis is under contract then, Drew's got a player option around there. We assume Middleton's going to extend his contract after next season or whatever. So the Bucks should still be great. And yeah, again, for the Pistons, I don't know. Did they wait too long? It's possible. but they've got other plans. We know that.